We'll discuss this further as political analyst Oladotun Hassan joins us now in our studio for more. Thank you for joining us.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here.
Yes. And also joining us via Skype is public affairs analyst Ademola Oshodi. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll start with the studio. How valid is the concern by the spokesperson of the former U.S. president that his visit, if it came at the time it was supposed to, which is today, it would have been politicized?
Well, you know, there are a series of events that culminate to where we are now politically, and there are several other issues that have been raised, and the fears are really in the air, and especially on the fairness of INEC, on the complicity that that is being endangered and being foreseen by the incumbent administration, whereby there have been a whole lot of issues. And this, I think, would have necessitated the decision of the American president, the former American president, Bill Clinton, to have took such decision. But to us, it's really rather unfortunate as a nation where we classified ourselves as giant of Africa, and we cannot be able to welcome at any given point in time dispassionate opinion in our electoral processes. It's really a very big issue, because in the wake of this era, we've had serious statements being made by governors of states, even from the presidents and so many other functionaries of government, even from you know, and this kind of reckless statement. And some of these other statements, sometimes, especially the one made by Mr. Festus Keyamo, said that the American government is somehow tilting towards the candidate of the PDP, and the statement credited to Malam El-Rufai, which to us is either very highly reckless, to us is sedition. But that notwithstanding, we have to just ensure.
So it was a good thing that he was being careful?
No. For us, it would have been a greater advantage to our democracy if such people are around to mainly midwife a peaceful process, because it's not to
let me take that
to
Ademola. Seeing the atmosphere, you know, especially, you know, towards this electioneering campaign period, political violence here and there, and the intention of the visit was to broker peace. Couldn't it have augured well, you know, to douse some of the tension if the president had decided to make his visit anyway?
Well, any effort towards bringing peace and calmness for the election would have been really appreciated. But notwithstanding, I think we have Baroness Scotland of the Commonwealth coming for the Abuja Accord signing. I think President Bill Clinton's presence would have probably brought more publicity and highlighted it internationally for the international audience, and especially people observing the keenly Nigerian election. But no, I don't believe it would make a major difference. Ultimately, it comes down to the political parties and the actors, the contestants, the APC and the PDP. So it's not just the presidential election they're here for. They're here for also the governorship, the senatorial, and other representative elections taking place in Nigeria on Saturday and March the 2nd. But any effort, whether it comes or it doesn't come, will help. But believe me, ultimately it comes down to what we have in the system. Strong institutions protecting the election, providing legitimacy, the judiciary, the media, civil society, also the international community. All that works in place to ensure we have a free and fair process. So being Bill Clinton not showing up is unfortunate, but it is not the end result. And believe me, whether it comes or not, what we need here is just strong institutions to ensure we have a good and legitimate process in place.
Yeah, very strong point there, Mr. Ademola Oshodi. I'd like to pursue this conversation further, but I must end it here. Thank you very much, Mr. Oladotun Hassan, for your time on TVC News Hour, and of course for your contribution as well. And thank you, Mr. Ademola Oshodi, who spoke to us, public affairs analyst, who spoke to us from Abuja.